Hey guys, Robbie here from CFSB Nutrition at CrossFit South Bend, and today I'm here with Matt, who finished up a few months of nutrition coaching not too long ago. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So Matt, tell us a little bit about what eating for you was like before we started working together.
Yeah, I ate just about anything that I saw. I didn't have a lot of discipline in what I was doing. I think that's really what kind of pushed me towards this, is I knew that at a certain point you reach a stage in life where you can actually feel that that's not a healthy thing to be doing, but that's how I was all my life. I just ate whatever I wanted to in the moment, and just started seeing the physical effects. So, I mean, you name it, Doritos were one of my weaknesses. I like sweets, whatever it is, I just ate it.
So in your mind, you already were and you still are a very lean and fit guy, but you had goals for performance. Tell us a bit about kind of what was the main impetus to start with this.
Yeah, well, I think it was that thing you always tell yourself, that you can still be the athlete you used to be.
Right.
And just decided I was going to try and start working out more, and just wasn't feeling the results. And I was talking with some of the coaches about it, and said, I'm doing this, I feel like I'm doing the right things, but I'm not seeing results. And somebody mentioned, hey, have you looked at your diet? And I thought about it, and came and saw you, and that definitely was a big part of it.
So tell us a bit about the journey. Month one we were kind of transitioning to the Whole30, and then we did the Whole30, and then after we were introduced, tell us about what that experience was like for you.
Well, and remember with mine, we had to delay it. So
right.
I actually had a 2-month intro, so that took a long time. And I think at one point I just said, I'm just ready to start this thing. I can't warm up anymore. But it was a big change trying to find, ingredients that I just wasn't used to using.
Right.
They weren't things I disliked. It's just, we were talking about it before. It just takes the time to get those things together, prepare them, and make something happen. But it was a learning experience for me. But it was a good learning experience.
Good. So we were just talking about this earlier. We might even do a video on it in the future. So you're a financial advisor over at Edward Jones. Tell people a little bit about what this was like cost-wise. People have this persistent myth about food being healthy food being super expensive and cooking at home. What are your thoughts on that, having experienced it?
Well, I think you can spend as much on the Whole30 as you want to spend on it. And if you're going to try and eat out a lot, it's going to rack up the bills. But I was surprised at how inexpensive it can be if you really want to. Simple ingredients. I mean, you can get a bag of flash frozen vegetables for $1. You can get chicken breast for a reasonable price, and you can make a full meal that, it really fills you out of that. I think that when people do say that it's too expensive, you got to look at what they're actually spending their money on, because there are some great foods out there that aren't that expensive. But I think the difference is it takes time. They're just not convenient foods necessarily. If you want to do Whole30 and you want it to be convenient, you're going to spend a lot of money. You want to take the time and do it right, you can do it for a reasonable price, no question.
Absolutely. So one of the things we always like to talk about with people that Whole30 emphasizes is this idea of like non-scale victories. So, obviously you were already good body composition to begin with. Things changed positively for you, but you were already basically at a good place. Did you notice anything with sleep or energy or mood or cravings or performance at the gym or anything like that?
Yeah, the biggest thing were it evened out a lot of the swings. The sugar swings where, you're starving, you have that craving, you want to grab something to fulfill that. And then, an hour later you're looking at the fridge, you're looking into the pantry, that type of thing. So I definitely saw much more evening out of those. And didn't feel the drop, and that's what I didn't like. When you feel the drop, you just feel like, man, I gotta get a pick-me-up. And amazing how things that I never would have thought as sweet, like an apple, tasted so sweet. First time afterwards, I tried a 70% chocolate.
Yeah.
I thought, this is gross. It's so sweet. So
right.
I would say that was the biggest change for me, and it definitely saw some great results from it. A lot of things in your body that seem to waver up and down on the Whole30, they really were evened out quite a bit.
Awesome. So the last thing we like to ask people is, if you could talk to someone, Matt a few months ago, or someone in a similar position, or one of the things I remember we talked about was as part of your job, you've got a lot of professional lunches. You know, talking to someone who is in a similar scenario is like, can I do it? Can I not? What would you say to someone who's maybe in a similar situation and isn't sure whether they could do something like this?
I mean, there's no question it's difficult, especially if you're on the go lunches. But for me, it was really a question of, and I talked to you about this early on, it was a question of, do I want to learn how to eat, right, going forward? The Whole 30 is a temporary time. I think you can get through
Absolutely.
30 days of just about anything.
Yeah.
Could I sustain Whole 30 6 months? Absolutely not.
Right,
It
and
would not happen.
me either.
But at least now, what I've taken from this is a wonderful education that, you know, whether I'm, you know, doing lunch with a wholesaler or something like that, I know which options on the menu are going to make me feel better and which ones are going to make me feel worse. Where before I just ate what I craved and always felt bad afterwards. So I would say from that you can get a great education from this and really help change your choices going forward. And it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
30 days of sacrifice and then you get a lifetime education. That's a good deal.
Yeah, learning the right tools to actually sustain it going forward. Well, I gotta say on my end, I'm super proud of the progress you made and the effort you put in. You did a fantastic job, and yeah, I appreciate you coming out to tell your story.
Well, I appreciate it, and anybody watching this who's thinking about it, the coaching is just fantastic and does a great job walking you through it. There's no way you can do it alone. If you can, hats off, but good coaching through the program, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.